Hey everyone, welcome back to another Chinese grammar lesson. Today we're talking about two tiny Chinese words that cause huge problems for learners, bu and mei. Now, in English, both of them usually become not. So a lot of learners think, okay, they're basically the same. But actually, their meanings are completely different. And if you mix them up, your sentence can sound very strange. So today, we're going to make this super simple. By the end of this lesson, you'll know exactly when to use bu and when to use mei. All right, let's jump in. So first, here's the big difference. Bu is about will, habit, judgment, or general facts. But mei is about completion, experience, or whether something happened. Here's the easiest way to remember it. Bu feels like don't or won't, while mei feels more like haven't or didn't. That's the core idea. All right, let's start with bu. Bu is used when you want to negate desire, habit, opinions, descriptions, or future actions. The basic structure is subject plus bu plus verb or adjective. For example, 我不去. I'm not going, or I don't want to go. This is about willingness. Another example, 我不是学生. I'm not a student. You always use bu with 是. Very important rule. Another one, 这不贵. This is not expensive. Again, adjectives usually use bu. Now here's another common use, auxiliary verbs. For example, 不会, 不能, 不可以, 不想. All of these use bu. So remember, bu is not about time. It's about attitude, judgment, or general situations. All right, now let's talk about mei. Mei is completely different. Mei focuses on whether something happened, whether something finished, or whether something exists. The basic pattern is subject plus mei plus verb. For example, 我没吃饭. I haven't eaten. The action is not completed yet. Another example, 我没去过中国. I've never been to China. Notice the word 过. Very important. Whenever you see 过, you almost always use may. Another example, 我没有钱. I don't have money. And this is a super important grammar rule. You never say 不有, never. To negate 有, you must use 没有, always. So, 没有钱, 没有时间, 没有问题, all correct. But 不有钱, completely wrong. So remember, may is about time, completion, experience, or existence. Now let's make this even easier. Here's a quick test. Do you see 了 or 过 in the sentence? If yes, usually use may. For example, 我没吃饭. 他没去过中国. Both use may. Now, if you're negating 是, an adjective or an auxiliary verb, usually use 不. For example, 不是, 不贵, 不能, 不会. Very common pattern. All right, now let's look at some hard grammar rules. These are rules you really need to memorize. Rule number 1. 不有 is always wrong. Never say 不有钱. Say 没有钱. Rule number 2. 没是 is wrong. Never say 没是. Say 不是. Rule number 3. 没 plus adjective is usually wrong. For example, 没贵 sounds strange. Instead say 不贵, not expensive. So here's the quick memory trick. 有 uses 没, 是 uses 不, 过 uses 没. Very important. All right, let's wrap everything up. 不 is about will, habit, judgment, descriptions, and general facts. Think don't or won't. May is about completion, experience, and existence. Think haven't or didn't. And remember these hard rules. 不有 is wrong. Use 没有. 没是 is wrong. Use 不是. And if you see 了 or 过, you'll usually use 没. All right, guys, that's it for today. If this lesson helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more Chinese grammar lessons. And now it's your turn. Go to the comments and make one sentence with 不 and one sentence with 没. I'll read through your examples and maybe even correct a few of them. See you in the next lesson.